could run it, if we could run it back, and do you wonder if we could run it back, if we could run it, if we could run it back, and do you wonder if we could run it back? All of the things I didn't know, I had to get out down the road, inside of the same old, caught in the circles round they go. It's hard when you keep close, rewind with my eyes closed, might need a breather, get lost in the...
Hello guys, Maddie and David back with another video. So today we have something really interesting planned for you guys, and that is we are going to go shopping. Now, it's not just any shopping here in Vietnam. We're actually going to go get new clothes. So these clothes are just for me. I have been needing new shirts and especially some leggings. A lot of mine have holes in them right now, so I've been struggling to wear them to the gym or just wear them out, which is why we need to go to the market. Now, the other struggle is finding clothes in my size. I am by no means a small person, and a lot of the clothes that you find in stores here or anywhere else in Vietnam, they tend to be a little bit smaller. Like they're shorter in the torso region, but then not only that, their XLs in comparison to American sizes are much smaller.
And that's the reason why today is supposed to be the day for your clothes shopping.
Exactly. So what markets are we going to be going to today?
I actually don't have any specific markets in mind. I'm not familiar with the region, the city itself, just specifically for going shopping for clothes. So I decided to, surf on the internet to see some of the locations that we should make our destinations for today's shopping. And so I come across quite a few. So first of all, we're gonna go grab some coffee because, so we need some coffee in order to brighten up a little bit, to be perked up a little bit. And after that, we're gonna head to the first destination, which is located in District 3 or maybe 1, I don't remember specifically, but the market's name is Russian market. So it's supposed to be selling a lot of clothes for Russian people. There are a lot of coats or a lot of clothes that are specifically or intendedly made for Russian people in that cold weather. And Saigonese people just know to go there in order to buy clothes if they are about to travel to somewhere else that is cold, for example, Canada or the US. They go to this market to buy for some stuff. And so since Russian people probably have the same build as Madi's, that's why I decided to choose it as the first destination for our trip today.
So I know the reason you know about the Russian market is because you've actually been there once before, correct?
Exactly.
That's where he got his North Face coat. It's actually a really nice coat. It has feathers on the inside?
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's like super warm. I remember when we were living in Canada, I actually stole it once or twice because I didn't have a nice coat. How much do you think you bought for that one?
I think I bought that one for around $50.
50 Canadian?
Yeah, Canadian dollars.
Oh.
So it's roughly around 1 million, a little bit more than 1 million, which at the time was pretty much a good deal.
Well, that's even like a good deal in Canada because like it's a North Face coat, although it might be a knockoff, but.
Exactly, it might be like a counterfeit one. We don't know that for sure, but the quality was really good and it's been working just fine for me.
You still have it and it's been what?
Exactly.
Years?
It's been 7 years since I bought it and now I'm still using it.
So even if it's a knockoff, like it's still really good quality. And that's what I'm really looking forward to when we go there. I want like good quality clothes, stuff that's gonna last because I want to be able to use it for a very long time.
And for this trip to that market, I'm not really sure about how it's gonna turn out for Madi's shopping today because I was only there for once and I didn't really go around because it was just a quick trip. I was just trying to grab whatever it was for me to go to Canada at the time. So this time going back there, expectedly, we're gonna have to look really deep.
That's gonna be probably another issue. So I'm not the type of person to enjoy shopping. You know that. And I usually like map out in my head where I want to go before I go into the store, especially if I know it is going to be crowded. Every time we go grocery shopping, I have a list of things. I remember the location of those things inside the store. And I like, you know this already. I try to zoom through as fast as I can so I could just check out and get out of the crowd. So I hope this isn't gonna be too crowded. I'm gonna try to keep myself calm while we're there and not feel overwhelmed. But
Sorry for cutting you off right there, but it's going to be a little bit like slightly different from what you expect right now, because not only that we're gonna make it to that Russian market, but we're also gonna make another trip, like so many other trips after that, to some of the other locations, which are expected to be very crowded. And so you need to actually suck it up.
mentally prepare myself for the crowd.
And when you're there, trying to look for some items that you need, people will be a little demanding and pushy. Make sure that you are okay with it and just take your time to sift through whatever works or fits you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take it as like a learning curve, right? Because it's something that I have to learn to adjust to, especially if we plan on like going around more places.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And I can't really tell you some of the other destinations for Madi's clothes shopping today. But what I can tell you is that it's gonna be a fun trip. And first of all, let's go grab some coffee so that we can be perked up a little bit. So this coffee shop has been around for a while now. It's been here for years, since I was still a student. A lush green, the shade, and the water flowing with all of the noise, the sounds, and also the music. Everything is so aesthetic. And the one interesting thing about this place is that even though it's really hot outside right now, the temperature is around 35 or 36 degrees Celsius. And in a tropical country like Vietnam, it's considered as pretty like steamingly hot outside. But then in this particular area, there's no wind in here, but you don't feel like it's really that stifling.
Exactly, yeah. I think with all the plants around, it helps keep the cool air inside. And along with that, they have the retractable awnings all around to help block out some of the sun. But they're still slightly transparent, so light can come through. Just not too much. And that's what keeps this place really, really cool.
Yeah. This one is not located on one side of the road, so basically you can see it while being on the road or riding your scooter or whatever. So you really have to know the place in order to be able to get in here, right? You won't ever want to be entering such an alley in order to get into the back side of a building like the one just right in front of us right there, in order to get to a coffee shop, because it sounds not like a good idea, or maybe it's a little sketchy, you know, at the back of the coffee shop.
That's what I thought at first. When we first came here, I was like, what the heck? Where are we going?
Yeah.
And then once we came back here and I saw what's exactly back here, I was greatly surprised. I thought it was absolutely stunning.
Right. I don't think that any foreigners would have known this place if that person wasn't led here by a local.
For sure.
I've known this place.
You have unless someone's like walking down these streets and they look in this alley and they're this type of curious person that they are, you're like, I wonder what's back here.
Right.
But even then, I'm not sure I would be the type of person to walk back here with the way the alley looks.
Exactly.
And like, even if you look up, you can see where people actually live. So here I have an iced latte or what I thought was an iced latte. So as I was reading the menu, they have English versions, just English translated versions on the menu. And when I saw iced latte, I expected, okay, it's gonna be the same as what it is in America. But when it came out, it looked like most of it was milk, like this much milk, and then the tiniest amount of caffeine. But when everything's blended in, yeah, it's still really white, lots milk. Probably not something that I would have ordered regularly, but still decent.
But for this one, I actually didn't order any Vietnamese iced coffee with condensed milk. I only ordered some black coffee. So with
Really?
this one, I just have to wait until all the filtering is done. All the water from that filter cup goes down to the bottom glass. And then I'm just gonna air this one because this one is a tiny little paper bag of sugar. I'm gonna put this one in, stir it, and then put some ice that I have over here. I don't like myself to be drinking from a very tall glass like this. I would like to have a short glass like this.
I'm the complete opposite. The last time we had like coffee like this, I really wanted to put it in the big glass. Of course, after I dumped out a lot of the water. But I don't know, it's just the difference. I like drinking it from the tall glass. These cups are so cute. I like how they're see-through.
You see, while waiting for the coffee to be filtered down into this glass, the water, all of the ice from the tall glass that they gave us already melted.
Yeah.
You see? And if you put the coffee in here, everything is gonna be watered down and the coffee is not gonna taste that good anymore.
You can always just dump the water from here into the cup of tea that you get and just pour this into that.
Then later I'm not gonna be able to drink the tea anymore. I like the tea too, so I don't want the tea to be watered down. So whatever it might be, the water that is from the melting of the ice is going to make anything bad. So I'm just gonna take a few ice cubes from this tall glass and I'm just gonna yeet it in there.
You know, this coffee shop would really be a great place to work. It's not like overly crowded, it's not really loud. The only things that you really hear are the airplanes and the water features.
Right. But if you bring your laptop here to work, I don't think that you are going to be bothered that much by all of the noises.
Not. Definitely gonna have to come back one day for work.
I don't see why not. But
I know
I
that.
should probably avoid coming here on a weekend.
Oh, for sure. On like weekend mornings or just weekends in general, there's gonna be a lot of people.
Yep. This place is gonna be teeming with people.
So that was something that was like completely new to me when we moved here. It's really common for people to frequent coffee shops on the weekends, whether it's with family or friends. It seems like everybody goes out to a coffee shop and they hang out there pretty much all morning. I think it's pretty understandable as to why these become the social spot.
It is not just about a social spot for people to go and enjoy coffee and the coffee culture itself, but it's actually a great place for people to have like that temporary escape from the busyness of life, more the hustle bustle of the city. Vietnam in general, and this place in particular, has developed such a culture of coffee and drinking coffee, especially on the weekend. In District 1, which is another central part of the city, the area near Notre Dame Cathedral, that's the only Notre Dame Cathedral in the city. People go there just to soak in the atmosphere and enjoy a very different and distinct style of enjoying coffee. They go there and they see a vendor that's selling coffee over there, and maybe, sometimes the coffee is served in a plastic cup or something like that. But then the tradition, I mean, the style itself is more about sitting anywhere in those parks and then chatting, enjoying the fresh air, or maybe just looking at all of the vehicles with traffic going around. Everything is so lively, and it's a very unique experience for anyone who has not experienced that kind of style of enjoying coffee in the morning, sitting anywhere at a park.
But since I'm not like into crowd, I never felt tempted to go to those parks, even on the weekends, because I know that they're going to be super busy. Like that one time we went to the walking street here in Ho Chi Minh City that night. Oh man, it was so crowded, and like something that I'm not used to is people like wishing you out of their way as they're walking. Because like in North America, you don't touch people, right? All you say is excuse me, and then they'll make room to get by. But here it's just like, not that they're being rude or anything, it's just the difference in culture.
Here, people would nudge their way through, whether you are just right next to them or in front of them. They don't care if you are a foreigner or Vietnamese. They're just trying to nudge your way so that they have a way to actually proceed.
Yeah.
And
make room.
It's actually a warning for any introverts out there that are intended, or you guys are planning for a trip to Vietnam. Just be sure that you are ready mentally for that, and also physically.
Yeah, that was like the first time I truly experienced it when we went to the walking street. Even though I was somewhat mentally prepared, being in that kind of thing, it tired me out so much. Afterwards, when we were going home, I had an intense migraine. Like, no joke. Okay, so we just made it to the Russian market, and to be honest, like, I already felt overwhelmed just seeing all of the scooters that are parked, so I know it's gonna be pretty busy on the inside. So I'm just mentally preparing myself a lot more.
Just because like how hot it was outside, the phone just stopped working because of being overheated. And so we ended up stopping for a while, trying to figure out the way to get here. But we finally made it after probably a few minutes struggling with the navigation, right?
I like how you say we, but I just played passenger princess. That's it.
It's okay. This is actually part of the fun that you signed up for when you decided to go on a road trip, right? Whether it is still inside of the city or to all the places that are more of the outskirts of the city.
So I already know what I want. With all the pre-planning that I usually do before going shopping, I have an idea of the style of things that I want, the sizes, and like I just want to go through, grab what I want or need, and then get back out. Do you want to ask the parking guy? Oh, maybe we can go into B? Yeah, just the overcrowded scooters.
Yeah.
Guess I should have waited to get a coat. The reason we're going upstairs is because this just looks all like winter stuff mostly, and I'm not going to be wearing that for a while, so. I'm assuming that what I need is going to be mostly in like the sports section. I mean, this isn't making. This seems to be
I
like.
think you gotta ask them.
Well, I'm thinking this. Oh, almost. Do you know where I could get this? Yeah, leggings. Oh, no thanks. No? Okay. Do you know where I can get some? Do you know where? I can get some? Where?
I think she's gonna take you there.
Oh,
Thank you.
thanks.
I don't have.
No. Okay. Thank you. Oh, excuse me. Do you have leggings? Leggings? Maybe. No. This one, no. I'm trying to find one that's like not see-through. No. Okay, I'm thinking about this one.
Is it your size?
I think so. It says medium and it's not see-through. Well, it's not as see-through. Only one? Oh, okay.
But it's not a full-length pair of leggings.
Yeah, doesn't necessarily have to be, does it? I don't think so.
For you to go where?
Everywhere?
Where are you gonna use it?
Wear it everywhere. Yeah, I'm gonna wear it everywhere. And it'll be a bit cooler too. How much? 100,000? Oh, 90?
90,000?
Yeah, 90,000. Do you have longer? Like, she said there was.
So she still has some pairs that are like full length, but at the bottom is a little wider.
Oh yeah, wider. Okay. Do you know where I can find other pairs of leggings? More? So I pull this down and try it?
Yeah, please.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what was that. It's quite a narrow space. I'm just gonna try it on over my current leggings. I'm not taking them off.
What's wrong with that pair?
They're not squat proof, so like if I put them on over my butt, it's see-through. You can see my undies.
Different people, different sellers will give you different prices.
Yeah, that's the other issue.
Yeah,
Oh.
let's go, let's go.
Well, look at here. It's another sports
Oh.
section, like right up there. Is that men's though? I mean, it's not leggings, they're joggers. But it looks like a few can be stuck in there. I don't know. They're just joggers and sweats. I don't want any sweats. I can't even remember who I asked already. Okay, let's head back downstairs then. So downstairs is the one that I was trying to avoid because it looked a little bit more crowded already. But I'll suck it up and we'll see what I can find. Hopefully I can find at least one pair of leggings.
One pair of leggings?
But
you told me earlier that you wanted it.
Yeah, 4 or 5. But it seems like it's already hard to find something. Do you have leggings? Large. Yes, please. Oh.
And 90 degrees.
Nike.
Adidas.
Yeah. Adidas is good too.
Adidas?
Yeah.
Which one?
Oh, they got blue. Okay. Okay. They're the name brand ones too. So we got Nike, Adidas. If I'm being honest, like I'm tempted to just get it all here. Can I try these on?
Open.
Inside here? Can you hold this? I'm just gonna put it on over. These are the 90-degree ones.
The what?
She says it's 90 degree. It's good for 90-degree weather. Can you see my hand really well? Really? Oh, perfect.
Bring in the casual.
150. I discount for you. Free. For 50.
Oh, 450.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, but no.
Okay.
Please see back. Oh,
Yeah. Thank you so much.
thank you.
Fortunately.
Large or medium?
Large.
Many color. Large.
Ooh. Oh, black, yes. Look at this design for this one. Like it has the joggerish style. And it's also got pockets.
If you like it, then take it.
This would be the first time though, so I'm not sure. I'd have to try it on. 120 and then 150. Do you have black for this?
Yes, I have that. The first try it.
Okay. Watch out, I need to try it on. It's hard to tell like right now with the leggings over top of it, but you can tell that like they really suck everything in.
Right.
They got pockets.
Nice. You put
Come
your
here.
phone in there while jogging.
Yeah, exactly. Or moving around. Come here. See through? Can you see the skin color of my hand?
No.
Okay, then that's good. I really like these ones. And then look at the design down the leg, like the cut.
Right.
That looks really good.
You didn't come here for nothing, right?
No. Okay. I still have to adjust them.
Oh wow. I like it.
I know. It's so soft. It's not like regular leggings.
Right.
And it's still got pockets. But it has like the cinched in ankles. It's still ruffled up because the way that I put them on, but like it's really comfortable.
I think you finally found the item that you came here for.
Yeah, and she has it in like different colors. She has like a darker teal color. But I don't know if I'd wear teal, like only black. Okay. Can you see my? Yeah, but skin color test.
Nope.
Can you see? Perfect. Spot proof. Okay, I have one more to try on. She gave me this one. This one.
Okay, what's better?
Oh,
You tell me.
can I have 2 more of these ones?
Okay, two more.
Yeah.
Hai cái giống vậy nữa.
I'm just getting more of
These
these ones because they're the really fitted ones. You must feel very relaxed right now because you don't have to translate as much. Oh, yeah. Watch these ones.
Is it okay?
These ones are different. I'll have to try it on, but she's having a problem finding, because I was gonna get the same exact one here, but she doesn't have any more. So, oh, this one's gonna be see-through. No Reebok.
How do you know?
Hi, I can see you clearly. How much for 5? Jogger.
690, discount 10,000. 680.
680. How much is that in USD?
25, 27.
Oh. Am I supposed to get any back?
Get 20,000.
20,000 back? Okay. I got 5 pairs. More than what I hoped for. My babies now. Now I can throw out all the other ones that are ripped. These ones are getting close to ripping too, and I've had these for years. Since before we even started dating.
So 8 years,
Yeah.
10 years.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
20,000. See, if I could have chose like one place to get everything at, I probably would have, because that's the type of person I am. I hate shopping. I hate it. Someone was complaining too. It's too complicated for women's shirt. Or too complicated for women's shopping. He's lucky I'm not one of those complicated women that are running around to every single store like, I'll come back to this one maybe. I'll come back. No, when I find one that seems decent enough, I'm sticking with it and I'm gonna get everything I can there so I don't have to look at any more.
But What's the point of having a trip to go for clothes when it is really short like that, right?
I mean, we did a decent look around. We looked around on top. We saw pretty much all of the stores before we found one that actually had what I'm looking for. And since it seemed like a gem, like it was cheap enough, they had my sizes, I'm sticking with it. There's nowhere else to go.
All right, so I just hope that those 5 pairs will last for a long time for you.
These ones have lasted 8 years, so.
Okay.
And they've been through the ringer too. Like you can see the seams ripping here all the way down.
But you do know that they're cheap for a reason, right?
I know. I'm hoping that they will last a decent amount of time. So long as like I take care of them and I don't do what I usually do to take off leggings where you pull it down to the bottom to your ankles and then just like step out of them, because that's what like really makes them rip and tear.
If we could run it, if we could run it back, and do you wonder?
They've already brought up the vegetables first. And so what we have is mango, thinly sliced mango. And then the other vegetables, lettuce, fish herb, and I think this is basil.
Basil, yes.
And that's about it, I think, for the herb.
This one, we don't actually know its actual name, so we just call them fish herbs. All right, so the pancakes, and then we have, like Madi said before, this one is mango slices, and some of the herbs here. This restaurant is really good for the sauces. So they have 3 different sauces here. This one, you can just eat it right away. So this one is supposed to be used for dipping. So the restaurant owner just told us how to mix up this and this in order to eat it in a bowl. But then again, we were here before and the guy just told me if we want to wrap it up in the rice papers here, then the best sauce to dip is this. So we're gonna do both. It's roll and the consistency of the sauce. Here. Right. Well, I tend to put a little bit of this, like all of the herbs. Yeah, and then some mango slices. I remember that the mango slices are really sour.
And
The fringe inside of the pancake, and this is the last thing that I put on.
now you have the hard decision of picking out what sauce to try first.
They're basically equally delicious, even though that one has more ingredients in it. All right, now it's your turn.
Okay.
If we could run it back, if we could run it, if we could run it back, and do you wonder if we could run it
Right. Now the first sauce.
I remember I liked this one a lot more last time. You're right, the squid is done just right. Like, it's not too chewy.
Second.
This one's a bit more sour.
Really? So I guess we have 2 different opinions about things.